Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to be showing you the changes in the 1.10 update. So the first change is to the is floating tool. So you'll see that it is now a auto drop checkbox. So if I just come over to these cubes here and just select them, and with is floating ticked, with auto drop tick, click is floating, you'll see that these three on the left are automatically dropped to the ground, whereas this one remained floating. And the reason for that is because it's got no ground underneath it, whereas these did. And if you uncheck is floating, or auto drop, sorry, and then click is floating, you'll get the behaviour that we've always had, where everything in the scene is hidden besides the floating actors. But with the auto drop, you can just have it drop to the ground without having to see what was floating in the first place. Now the next change is to the notes. So you'll see it's now got the date, which will always update to the current day. So if we say our release 1.10 at the start of August, then add, you'll see it's orange, and we'll see we'll make this video, and we'll make this tomorrow, for example. You'll see it's red because we're close to that deadline. But if we were to say release 1.11 at the start of September, it'll be green. And then if you miss a deadline, so we'll say release, I don't know, 1.4, released that a few months ago, and then add that, you'll see it be black. And then if I close the notes and then reopen it, it'll save what we've put. And then also once you're finished with the note, you can just delete it and it'll be removed from the list. So a few updates ago we had the FPS line of sight actor, and this was suggested by Jamie Smith. This is his Twitter here, Smith Stock, and he's helped quite a lot with the last few updates for Level Design Toolkit, give me suggestions and feedback. And one of the things he suggested for this actor was not all characters in games have the eye line at the same point as the UE4 mannequin, so to add an offset. So you see now I've got the scene component which represents the eye. So if I do draw eye line, it'll draw a line of sight from this character to this character, and then if it hits anything, it'll tell you here. But as I say, he asked for an offset. So with this offset now, I can just set this to say 5, or 10, or even minus, I don't know, 4. And you can also use it as a slider. But with it being a slider, it gets a little bit choppy sometimes. You want to be careful that you don't go too fast. So that's it for the FPS actor. And now the next change is the commands in the top right. So if I click this, you'll see we'll get a list of different commands that we can just toggle. So like show FPS, we can toggle collision if you'd like stat engine, scene rendering. And then if you'd like, you can just also click hard all debug, and that'll hide all the widgets. But you can also create your own very easily. So if you go to content browser, Level Design Toolkit, and then just search for command, you'll see we've got a command list. And then under user created, you'll find W command. So if I just drop this into command list, we'll add a padding of 16 to give it the 16 to give it the gap, and we'll just do another, I don't know, show FPS. So you'll see we've got command display name. That's what will be shown on the button, and then the command is obviously the actual command that you'll be using, and then toggle command if it's a toggle. So for example, the collision. So we've got 1 for the first option, and then when we click it again, it resets to 2. So this will toggle between the two different collision options. But we just want a stat FPS. We'll then set that into there, and we'll do new stat FPS. Compile, and then you can close the Level Design Toolkit and reopen it. Commands, and you'll see now at the bottom we've now got our new command, which is just going to turn the FPS on and off. So that's it for the 1.10 update. I know it's been quite some time since the last one, but unfortunately some things have popped up, so I've been a little bit more busy than what I normally would, and we are also 10 updates deep into Level Design Toolkit, so my ideas are getting a little bit few and far between. So if you could go to the settings page, and you got bug and feature, if you click this and then go to the Google form, you'll be able to give me any feature suggestions or any bug reports, and then this will be used to help in any future updates. So yeah, Level Design Toolkit on the UE4 marketplace, and thank you for watching.